Consider the existential implications of our presence in this expansive cosmos. Have you ever pondered the essence of consciousness, of mindfulness, of the sheer act of being? This fascinating enigma is what British philosopher, author, and speaker Alan Watts dedicated his life to deciphering. A prominent figure in the dissemination of Eastern philosophies to a Western audience, Watts's discourses resound with a deep comprehension of life, existence, mindfulness, and the interconnectedness of all things. This video will explore his perspective on the illusory nature of what we know as the ego. What then is mindfulness? At its core, it is the practice of being wholly immersed in the present moment, fully engaged and observant without criticism. It is the acceptance of the present moment without fear or judgment, understanding that the only true reality is the now, with the past being a mere memory and the future an expectation. Alan Watts emphasized the importance of living in the present, stating, "This is the real secret of life, to be completely engaged with what you are doing in the here and now. And instead of calling it work, realize it is play." This sentiment, though simple in its essence, is profound in its implications and forms a fundamental tenet of mindfulness. It challenges us to view life in a new light and to wholeheartedly engage with the world around us. In addition to mindfulness, Watts also delved deeply into the interconnectedness of all things. He proposed that we are not simply isolated individuals, but rather we are integral components of a larger interconnected system. He posited that every action we take, thought and breath we take, influences the entirety of the system. In Watts's own words, "You are an aperture through which the universe is looking at and exploring itself." This interconnectedness also extends to our ego, our sense of I that we often consider as our true essence. Watts contended that this ego is merely an illusion, a creation of the mind. He declared, "The ego is nothing other than the focus of conscious attention. It's like radar on a ship that creates a map of the surroundings." Thus, Watts beckons us to move beyond the ego, to apprehend that we are not separate entities, but an unbroken part of the universe unfolding. This video will delve into these fascinating themes of interconnectedness, the illusion of ego, and the transcendence of ego to acknowledge our incessant role within the universe. In conclusion, the teachings of Alan Watts encourage us to be present, to fully engage with our surroundings, to acknowledge our interconnectedness, and to transcend the illusion of the ego. They advocate for mindfulness as not just a practice, but a comprehensive lifestyle. It's about being receptive, being conscious, and acknowledging the splendor of existence. Hence, as we navigate our life, let's recall the teachings of Watts. Let's endeavor to be mindful, to inhabit the present, to comprehend our interconnectedness, and to see through the illusion of the ego. Because ultimately, the true secret of life is not to seek meaning, but to create it in each and every moment.